Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2021. And don't worry, I'm not Hollywood. I'm not going to be shutting down anytime soon. So as you can see from the figure performance comparison chart, we are still in the lead with the Red Bull car. And this is where we've got to fight, because if we don't get overtaken by Mercedes, we've got to win by the end. Otherwise, it's going to be the first All Seasons fail. Oh dear, it's time to move on now to the next Grand Prix. It's time for Portugal in the Algarve International Circuit. Yes, practice has been completed. Once again, we have done a full practice session ourselves, and we got 1,499 points, and we got some development boosts to the brakes, to the DRS, and to the brakes again. Yes, what does all this mean? What does all this bloody mean? So here we are at the Algarve circuit, one of the most undulating circuits in Formula 1, and I absolutely love it. As we're about to cross the line for our first run, you can see we're in 5th place at the moment, just shy of a quarter of a second behind the leader. As we accelerate forward out a little bit later qualifying, you can see we've dropped down to 6th place, but we're up once again on the Delta times across the line. My God, it's pole position! I can't believe it. As we accelerate forward now to almost the end of qualifying, you can see we've still got pole at the moment. Verstappen, our teammate, is right up our Jack Jones. We're not going to improve on this time though, because we're well down on the deltas, but it's okay. We should be able to hold on to pole position, and that's it. Qualifying is now over. We cross the line. Is it still first place? We'll have to wait and find out in a moment. Let's hope so. Let's bloody well hope so. Yes, it is! Look at that! First position for Youngster. Maxi Boy Verstappen in 2nd place. Look at those timings, though. Look at those timings. 1/27,000th.
The Formula One circus has made its way to the southern coast of Portugal this week, and it's preparing for what I expect to be a terrific race here in Portimao. So Portimao features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9-mile length. 9 are right-handers, 6 are to the left. And this is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass on the way into turn 5. With the Grand Prix nearly upon us, Anthony Davidson is by my side once again to offer his perspective. Let's discuss Red Bull. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. The captain lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Pierre Gasly and Norris, Ricciardo, Perez, Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas, Ireland, Lundgaard, Nicholas Latifi and Ocon, Tsunoda, Stroll, Carlos Sainz and Mick Schumacher, Joe and Jack Aitken. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons career mode. We say go, 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 and it's away we go from pole position. And it's a great start to the line for the Youngster. Great start, but look at this, we got a car behind us. Who is it? It's Russell. It's George Russell trying to get past. We're going to go into turn 1, where it's a sort of sweeping turn 1, as you can see, and we managed to hold on to the lead. Yes, it's another fantastic start from the guy that never gives up, and he never surrenders. Don't you know? Don't you know? Oh, we got some flags going on. We got some yellows. What's going on? Just look at the mini map. I can't quite see any problems at the moment, so we continue on. But look at this from George Russell. He's all over the back of us. He's swarming all over us, trying to get past and claim this first place, but we are still holding on as we now go up a little bit. Now we go down a bit. It's very undulating, this circuit, and it's absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. And what I don't love is George Russell right up the Jack Jones, as you can see. Oh, I think he made a little bit of a mistake there trying to get past us. We've got Pierre Gasly just behind. Pierre Gasly? Pierre Gasly is just behind George Russell and ahead of George Hamilton. Yes, ahead of George Hamilton. That's absolutely fantastic. Look at this. Wowzers me trousers. George Russell once again tries for a move on us, but we managed to hold on to the lead at the moment. But for how much longer? It looks like this Mercedes car is very, very fast. He's trying to sneak around the inside of us now, but we managed to hold on. So, almost at the end of the first lap, I do believe. And we are still in the lead at the moment after lap 1. Russell in second, Gasly in third, George Hamilton in fourth position. Maxi Boy Verstappen is in fifth place. Wowzers, me trousers. As we accelerate forward out to lap 3. And as you can see, we have still got the lead. And in fact, we've got the gap up now to almost a second from George Russell. Pierre Gasly, for some very, very strange reason, is still ahead of Lewis Hamilton as we accelerate forward at lap 4. Look at this. George Russell's going for a move down the inside, but we should have been covered off. We'll be careful. There are many contact. It actually falls us wide around the outside, but we do manage to hold on to this first position at the moment on lap 4 of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward now to lap 5. Just going past the pits, and as you can see, we are still in the lead, but the gap has now sort of diminished down to just over a quarter of a second. Pierre Gasly still in third place, Hamilton still in fourth position at the moment as we accelerate forward at lap 7. I think it's time for us to come in for our stop. We're going to stop from the lead and look at what has changed in the positions now. Gasly's in second place, but we're now 4 seconds ahead of Gasly. Verstappen is in third place, also 4 seconds behind us, and we've got Hamilton in the mix as well. So anyway, we're coming for our stop. Lots of cars are going past. I think we're going to rejoin actually in last place as the lads put on the yellow soft, or should I say semi-soft tyre. Yes, it's the harder tyre out of the two, but it's still pretty soft. Anyway, so there you go, 2.5 seconds for our pit stop. Fantastic. And as I predicted, we are going to rejoin, I think, in last place. Well, no, not exactly in last place, because I just saw there that George Russell is right behind us. I don't know what happened to George. He's dropped well back, but as you can see on the mini-map, George Russell is way behind. He's made an early stop, but I don't know what happened there. Maybe he needed a new wing. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we continue at the moment in 19th place as we accelerate forward lap 8. Just going past the pits. Huge amount of cars are coming for their stop, so we're now going to hopefully get back into the World Championship points. Can we get into 10th place? It's going to be no, still just outside the points at the moment. 11th place, brand new Joe's in 10th, and Jack Aitken is in 9th place, but of course they've still got to stop for their other tyre stop as we accelerate forward to lap 9, just going past the pit start in lap 10. And now, yes indeed, Mr. McGree, we get past, do we get back into the lead? No, we don't, but we do get past Verstappen now. And we're in second place. Guan Yu Zhou is currently in the lead of the race as we accelerate forward at lap 10. I think Guan Yu Zhou's got to come in for his pit stop. Yes, he has, because he's still on the soft tyre. And we now take over the lead. On lap 11 out of 17. Guan Yu Zhou drops down. I think he's going to drop down quite horribly now, because Hamilton's now come up to third place and Verstappen is now in second position as we accelerate forward out of lap 13. Oh dear, we got pressure from my teammate and he does a complete hookster dive bomb round the outside of us, trying to get past, but we managed to hold on. Just checking for damage there, because that was quite a heavy impact on our car, but we're okay, and we continue on in first position at the moment as we accelerate forward to lap 14, still in first place. And look at this, we have now got the gap up to Max Verstappen to 1.1 seconds. Hamilton's now in third place, Lando Norris is in fourth, Gasly's dropped down to fifth position at the moment on lap 15. Just 2 more laps to go of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward lap 17. It's looking good for the win. It is looking good for the win, ladies and gentlemen. But Hamilton, oh God, there was contact with Hamilton. I'm sure there was contact with Hamilton there. We'll have a look at a replay at the end of the race. But yes, I'm sure he crashed straight into the back of us, did Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen in third, but I think Verstappen may get past Hamilton now, because I think he's going to be going very slowly. But anyway, out of all that melee, we are going to cross the line and win the race. This is exactly what we needed. 25 World Championship points to add to our collection as we come round the final corner and we cross the line now. Are we going to win it? Yes, we bloody well are. Fantastic. Huster's hand goes up. Look at this. The hand of truth. He says, yes, I did it, lads. I did it. I won the bloody race. Well done. Well done, Hookster. And he gets drive of the day as well. It's an embarrassment of riches. It really is. Really is. But he's got nowhere to hide now. He's got to win this, or it's the first all seasons fail. As Christian Horner, with his very dodgy haircut, and even more dodgy that he's married to a Spice Girl. Anyway, there he is. Look, the Hookster, so sprightly. Still only 39 years old and still winning races. Well, he's in the best car, so he would be winning races, but he's still winning races. Let's put it that way. So, up onto the podium now. We can see, there he is. Look at him. Look, he says, yeah, look, I'm awesome. Tell me I'm awesome. Yes, tell me again I'm awesome. And it's time now to hold the trophy high for the Hookster. This is what he needs for his championship campaign. Don't forget, of course, there's only 16 rounds of these championships now. So he's really got to come out of the gate fighting. Otherwise, he's going to be in trouble. Going to be in real trouble. None of these past seasons when he could go through a sort of mid-season slump and still get away with it, he's really got to put the hammer down. So let's have a look at the replay and see exactly what happened to Lewis Hamilton there. As you can see, and he just goes straight to the back of us. Look at that. I can't believe that. Straight to the back. He loses the whole of his front wing. That is unbelievable. What on earth was Lulu thinking of there? I've no idea. But anyway, so Lewis Hamilton's lost his front wing. Max Verstappen is the car behind. I'm quite surprised he hasn't gone past yet because Lewis is going very, very slowly because, of course, he's got zero wing. Look at that. Max Verstappen is actually holding behind. Lewis Hamilton's not going past. I can't believe it. Come on, get out of the way, Lulu. Get out of the way. Lulu. Lulu. And there he goes. Max Verstappen goes past. So there you go. Lewis Hamilton didn't even bother coming into the pits either because it was the last lap and he crosses the line in third place. Oh my god. So there you go then. Max Verstappen though got the fastest lap, so he nabbed an extra point out of us. So let's have a look at the lead and see where we are in the standings at the moment. And I'm going to say, oh, we're still in front, but it's only 20 points now between us and Max Verstappen. This is going to get tight all the way to the end of the season. I just know it is. I've got a feeling in my bones. Valtteri Bottas in third place in the Williams. Look at that. Fantastic, Valtteri. Well done indeed. And of course, we're still first in the Constructors. So we move on to the next Grand Prix. It's time for the Azerbaijani. Stick it up. Yeah. Anyway. Yes. Oh, it's time for a season break first. Yes, we've been exhausted after all these races and it's time for a break. So there you go. Our break is now over. It's time to get back to the most important thing, which is the racing. And it's time to move on to the Azerbaijan Baku City Circuit for the next round of the championship. Practice has been completed and once again we have done the full practice sessions ourselves and we've now got 2,247 development points and we've got electrical systems, motor, generator, unit, kinetic and the DRS as well. We've got it all going on. We've got it all going on, ladies and gentlemen. Fan-bloody-tastic. So here we are at Baku, chosen as one of my favourite tracks, but not really a track that Hookster does exceptionally well on, but he does okay, so that's why we chose it. So let's have a look and see what time he's going to put in at the moment as he crosses the line for the first time in qualifying, and it's going to... It's the fastest lap, everyone. It's the fastest lap already. Fan-bloody-tastic. As we accelerate forward a little bit later to qualifying, you can see that we're still in pole position at the moment, and we're up on the delta times. We are up on the delta times, which means we could improve on our pole. Verstappen currently in second place, Hamilton in third position. Let's have a look and see if we do improve. Yes, we do. It's another fastest lap. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. As we accelerate forward to the end of qualifying, you can see that we have still got that pole position. We're not going to improve on that, but hopefully we've got it. Let's hope so anyway. Let's hope Verstappen doesn't nick it off us. No, he doesn't. We have got it. Look at that. The times were still very tight though, but we got pole position for Baku. Lewis Hamilton in third place, George in fourth.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat, Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get off to a clean start, and this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. The captain lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo, and Gasly, Norris, Perez, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc, Lundgaard, Eilert, Nicholas Latifi, and Stroll, Sainz, Aitken, Mick Schumacher, and Guan Yu Zhou. Ocon, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Yuki Tsunoda. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons Clear Mode. We say go, go, go. And it's away we go for pole position. Oh, not a great start for Nuxter. And Verstappen goes past. Verstappen goes past the 2-1. No, we've lost it. We've lost the lead. We have lost the lead, and look at the acceleration Verstappen's got already. This is going to be our last opportunity. We've got to try and see if we can catch up to Verstappen, but I don't think we're going to be able to. And he's away. We've got yellows. We've got yellow flags already. I'm just looking at the mini-map. Can't see any problems. I think probably a few cars just sort of had a little altercation with each other. But look at this, everyone. Verstappen has got past us. This was not on the game plan. This is exactly what we didn't need. And Maxi Boy Verstappen is starting to pull away already in that other sister Red Bull car. He's already almost a second up on us, and we're only halfway around the first lap of the Grand Prix. George Russell is in third place, 1.4 seconds behind, and Hamilton is in fourth position, as we're now going to go through the very, very tight Castle section. In fact, the tightest section of the circuit, now overtaken Monaco. Oh, that was very tight indeed, but we managed to get, look at this, we are pushing like crazy to try and catch up to the back of Maxi Boy Verstappen, but we just can't do it. Look, he's away and gone. He's like a rocket ship in that car. We just cannot catch him. This is not looking good. This is not looking good for the top points that we need. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, there's Maxi Boy. There is us still pursuing. Now, if we can just stay in the DRS zone for lap 3, we may be okay and may be able to keep pace with him. But let's have a look at the moment. Oh, we're just inside it. We're just... No, we've gone outside the DRS zone already. It's the first lap, and he's already won. No, he's dropped down again. But he's already almost a second ahead of us. This is going to be very dicey. Can we maintain the pace and manage to keep up with Maxi Boy Verstappen as we go into lap 2, as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 2, and no, Max Verstappen's got the gap up now to 1.2 seconds. We cannot, and he's got a fastest lap once again. We just cannot keep up with Maxi Boy Verstappen. This is unbelievable scenes. In fact, you could probably say it's biblical scenes right now. It really is absolutely biblical, as Verstappen is now in the lead of this race and we're in second place. George Russell still in third place. Hamilton in fourth. Daniel Ricciardo in fifth as we accelerate forward at lap 5, just going past the pits. Our teammate is in. Maxi Boy has come in. Now, can we get the overcut? Yes, it's going to have to be an overcut because he's already come in on Verstappen. Is he going to get held up behind traffic behind, and are we going to use that to our advantage and take over the lead? Let's have a look now as we accelerate forward at lap 6. Are we going to come in on this lap? Yes, we are. So this is very, very crucial in our pit stop. Can we get past Verstappen? Where is Verstappen? Oh, he's stuck behind some cars. In fact, some back markers as we now change on to the yellow sidewall tyre. Thank you, lads. Thank you very much indeed. I think that was a pretty fast stop. Yes, well, pretty standard, 2.5 seconds. No, Maxi Boy's already got past us and we haven't even come out of the pitch yet. I can't believe it. Look at that. He's got the cap up to 5 seconds. 5 seconds now he's got the cap up to. No. Please, accelerate for lap 9. Just going past the pitch once again. We are still in second place, but now Maxi Boy has got the gap up to 8 seconds. 8 seconds. But it is definitely a Red Bull whitewash in this race. Look at the gap between us and the next car, which is Hamilton. We've almost got the gap up ourselves to 7 seconds, and yet we're another 7 seconds behind Verstappen now. Very, very strange indeed. But anyway, we accelerate forward now to the last lap of the race because nothing has happened. We've all sort of maintained our positions. Hamilton is now 10 seconds behind us, so we've actually pulled out even more of a gap on Hamilton, and Verstappen's going to win the race 9 seconds ahead of us. How very, very bizarre. But none the more for that, we are the class of the field in this Red Bull. You can clearly see that compared to all the others. They're just, I mean, Hamilton's really slowing up the cars. He's got a real trolley train of cars behind. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. But anyway, that's it then. Verstappen wins the race. There he goes. He's just won it. And we are going to cross the line in second place. We did as much as we could, but unfortunately, that wasn't enough. That was not enough. Well, Hooks is happy. The Hand of Truth has come up, so he's well happy. Wowzers. But we've got to keep on with these points. And driver of the day goes to Esteban Ocon. That's very strange. Very strange indeed. So, on to the podium. Before we do that, we see Christian Horner and his very, very dodgy haircuts. I know, Toto Wolff fans. I know what you're expecting, but it's not going to happen this season, I don't think. There's Maxi Boy. Absolute domination. We couldn't get anywhere near him today. Absolutely. He smashed it. He absolutely smashed it. And there are the team mechanics, which once again contain no famous F1 YouTube. Oh, there's Benjamin Daly, just as I say that. Up onto the podium then. There's Zuxer. Look, he's still happy. He's still got second place, but Maxi Boy, of course, has got the top points in this race. And it's time now for the champagne to go over everyone. Yes, go on. Get in there, Max. Get in there. Well done. Well done indeedy. So there you go. Another round has been completed. Let's go to the scores on the doors. Maxi Boy got the full points, of course, with fastest lap as well. 26 points, which means in the standings now... We're 12 points ahead of Maxi Boy Verstappen. Just 12 points. He's catching up very, very fast. Oh, God. This is going to be close. I just know this is going to be close. I always hate these fourth season championships. I really do. Oh, it just really gets my blood pressure going. It really does. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And as always, unlike Hollywood, there will, of course, be more later.